Ever trusted someone only to realize later they weren't who they seemed? It happens all the time because people are great at saying the right things, but their actions, that's where the truth lives. The key to spotting real from fake isn't complicated. It's hidden in tiny, everyday moments. Once you start noticing them, you'll never be fooled again. Want to know what to look for? Keep watching. Ever walk into a room full of smiles and wonder who's really behind them? Let's be real. People wear masks every day, bright grins, friendly hellos that can hide what's truly going on inside. Imagine you're grabbing coffee with a coworker who's all laughs and compliments, but something feels off, like the joy doesn't quite reach their eyes. It's unsettling, right? That's the thing. Folks often play a part to fit in or dodge the hard stuff. Seneca might sit you down and say, "Look past the surface, truth's in the cracks." Here's the surprise twist. That same coworker who seems so chipper, you catch them later snapping at the barista over a slow order, mask off, real self out. Studies show we're wired to spot fakes. The Dunning-Kruger effect even says some overplay their perfect act because they don't see their own flaws. Think of Steve Jobs. Early on, he flashed confidence, but his overblown ego hid doubts that tanked projects like the Lisa. You felt this too, someone's nice vibe crumbling when push comes to shove. Want to see clearer? Next time you're chatting, watch their eyes, their tone. Do they match the words? Try this. Ask, "How's your day really going?" and see what slips out. Share your own hiccup, like spilling your coffee, and watch their reaction. Does it feel genuine? Reflect on it. What masks do you wear? Drop one today. Skip the fake, "I'm fine." And feel the lift. Hit the comments with your story. What mask have you spotted lately? Key insights. Masks blur the real. Peek behind them. Watch for cracks, test the vibe, and ditch your own act to connect truer. So if masks muddy the waters, what's the first clue to cut through the fog? Let's zoom in on a simple move that spills the beans next. Ever notice how the tiniest actions can tell you more about someone than their loudest words? Let's keep it real. How people treat those who can't give anything back, like a waiter, a cashier, or a stranger down on their luck, rips the curtain off their true self. Picture this. You're at a busy cafe, grabbing lunch with a friend. They're all laughs with you, warm as sunshine, but then the server fumbles your order. Nothing big, just a mix-up. Suddenly, their face tightens, voice snaps like a whip, and they're tossing out a snarky, "Do your job right." Oof, that shift stings, doesn't it? Like a cold breeze cutting through the cozy vibe. Marcus Aurelius might lean in and say, "The small stuff shows what's real, no hiding there." Here's the twist that'll grab you. Later that day, you spot them posting a selfie with a caption about spreading kindness. Total disconnect. Science has a name for this, the Dunning-Kruger effect. People who think they're golden often miss their own flaws. Real-life proof? Look at Tom Hanks, big star, yet he's the guy chatting up the crew, not just the directors. You've felt this too. Maybe a neighbor's all smiles at the block party, but ignores the delivery guy like he's invisible. That's your clue. Want to see it clearer? Next time you're out, watch how they handle the little people. Do they thank the barista or just grab and go? Try it yourself. Flash a smile to the grocery clerk. Feel that quick lift in your chest. It's joy, pure and simple. Ask yourself, how do I treat folks who don't owe me anything? Maybe you've brushed past a janitor without a nod. Catch that next time, say, "Hey, thanks," and watch their face light up. It's not about being a saint. It's about being human. Studies say these unguarded moments, like a quick please or a sharp glare, show empathy or ego clearer than any speech. I've seen it flip. A pal who barked at a slow cashier lost my respect fast, while another who tipped a tired server stuck in my mind as gold. What about you? Share in the comments. What small act caught you off guard lately? Peek at the everyday, and you'll spot the real deal. Core. Takeaway. Tiny deeds don't lie, they're your truth detector. Watch how they treat the overlooked, sprinkle some kindness yourself, and you'll know who's worth keeping. So, if small acts peel back the layers, what's the next everyday hint that shows you someone's core? Let's flip to a promise that carries real weight next. I'm curious. What's your take on this? Share your own experiences below. I'd love to connect with you all. Ever feel a glow when someone's unexpectedly kind, like it's more than just a nice moment? Here's the straight-up truth. Kindness isn't just a bonus. It's a window into what someone's really made of. Imagine you're stuck in a downpour, umbrella busted, and a stranger dashes over to share theirs. That warm rush hits you, relief, gratitude, like the world's suddenly softer. Marcus Aurelius might grin and say, that's their soul shining through. It's not about grand heroics, it's the small stuff. A thanks to a frazzled clerk, a wave to a kid selling lemonade that spills their values loud and clear. Then, wham, here's the twist. That same stranger who helped you, you spot them later, barking at a slow driver, kindness gone like a flipped switch. Ouch, that jarring drop leaves you reeling, right? Science has a take. The Dunning-Kruger effect shows some folks think they're saints, but miss their own mean streaks. Look at Mr. Rogers. He didn't just preach nice, he lived it, comforting janitors and stars alike, steady as a heartbeat. You've felt this too. Maybe a pal who cheers you up but snubs a homeless guy begging for change. Want to see it sharp? Next time you're out, watch. Do they hold the door for a stranger or roll their eyes at a delay? Try it. Toss a "you're awesome" to a tired cashier. Feel that spark lift you both? Ask yourself, am I kind when it's easy to skip? Maybe you've breezed past a struggling neighbor. Next time, offer a hand. Feel the joy bloom. Studies say these acts, like a quick smile or a curt shrug, mirror what's deep inside. No mask needed. I've seen it play out. A co-worker who'd chat up the CEO, but ignore the intern, showed me her core, shallow. Another who split her lunch with a broke stranger, solid gold. What's your story? Drop it in the comments. What kind act stuck with you? Kindness isn't fluff, it's the real deal, showing who's worth your time. Heart of the matter. Kindness isn't small, it's the soul's signature. Spot it in others, spread it yourself, and you'll see values that last. Okay, so, kindness cracks open the heart. What's the next everyday move that locks in trust? Let's roll into a promise that's heavier than it looks. Ever feel your stomach drop when someone breaks a promise, like a rug's been yanked out from under you? Let's be honest, keeping your word isn't just polite. It's the glue that holds trust together. Picture this. You're counting on a friend to pick you up after a long day. They swear they'll be there, and you're buzzing with relief, imagining that easy ride home. Then nothing, no call, no show, just you stranded, that sinking ache creeping in, disappointment mixed with a little betrayal. Marcus Aurelius might sit you down and say, a promise kept builds a bridge, a promise broken burns it. Here's the twist that'll catch you off guard. That same friend who flaked. You find out they were bragging about always being there to someone else. Talk about a slap. Science weighs in. Studies show consistent follow-through, like showing up when you say, fires up trust in your brain, while flakes leave you wary. Look at Beyoncé. She's a queen on stage, but her crew sticks around because she delivers on deadlines, not just dazzle. You've been there. Maybe a co-worker vowed to cover your shift, then bailed, leaving you scrambling. Want to test it? Next time someone promises something, like meeting for coffee, watch. Do they show up on time or ghost? Try it yourself. Tell a pal, I'll call you tonight, and do it. Feel that steady lift when they pick up, trusting you more? Ask, do I keep my word even when it's tough? Maybe you've dodged a small commitment. Next time, stick to it. Soak in that quiet pride. Research says reliability trumps flash. Those who keep promises shine brighter than big talkers. I've felt it. A buddy who always texts back on my way and arrives, rock solid. Another who overpromises and underdelivers, faded fast. What's your take? Share in the comments. Ever been let down by a broken promise? Keeping your word isn't just nice, it's power. Core takeaway. Promises aren't small talk, they're trust's backbone. Stick to yours, spot who does, and you'll build bonds that hold. All right, so promises shape who you lean on. What's the next everyday sign that shows if someone's steady or shaky? Let's flip to how they handle the rough spots next. Ever get dazzled by someone's big talk only to feel let down when the shine wears off? Here's the real scoop. Flashy words mean squat. Consistency is what keeps the wheels turning. Imagine you're at a family cookout and your cousin's holding court, cracking jokes, promising to fix your car, all charisma and grins. You're hooked, buzzing with that they've got it together vibe. Then, poof, he's a no-show when your engine's coughing, leaving you stranded with a wrench and a sour taste. That drop hits hard, like a balloon deflating in your chest. Marcus Aurelius might chuckle and say, "Steady hands outlast loud mouths." Here's the curveball. Turns out he's been dodging everyone's calls, but quiet Aunt Linda, who never brags, shows up with tools and gets it running. Science backs it. Studies say steady habits, like keeping plans, build trust way more than showy promises. Think of Serena Williams. She's a champ not just for talent, but for grinding daily, not flaking on practice. You've seen it. Maybe a pal hypes up a grand gesture, then fizzles when you need them. Want to spot the real deal? Watch next time someone offers help. Do they follow through or fade? Try this. Promise to water a neighbor's plants while they're away. Stick to it. Feel that calm glow when they thank you. Ask, am I all talk or all in? Maybe you've bailed on a small favor. Next time, show up. Soak in the solid vibe. Research says the Dunning-Kruger trap makes flashers overestimate their sparkle. Consistency's quieter, but stronger. I've felt it. A co-worker who dazzled in meetings but missed deadlines got sidelined. Another who quietly delivered stole the show. You? Drop your story in the comments. What's consistency done for you? Real deal. Flash fades. Consistency sticks. Look for the doers. Be one too, and you'll find trust that lasts. So if steady wins the race, what's the next clue to see who's got grit when it counts? Let's peek at how they tackle the tough stuff next. Ever notice how people shine or crack when the going gets tough? Let's be real. Challenges don't just test your patience, they strip away the fluff and show who's got backbone. Picture this. You're stuck in a rainstorm with a flat tire, soaked and stressed, and you call a friend for help. They say, "On my way." Your heart lifts, picturing that rescue. Then, silence. No headlights, no text, just you and the drizzle, that hope sinking into a cold, lonely pang. Marcus Aurelius might nod and say, "Hard times reveal the roots." Here's the shocker, that friend who bailed? You later hear they were cozy at home, claiming it was too messy out, while your quiet co-worker, who never boasts, rolls up with a jack and a grin. Boom, trust shifts fast. Science backs it. Studies show folks who push through obstacles, like keeping a vow when it's inconvenient, prove their grit, while dodgers flop under the Dunning-Kruger spell, overrating their own strength. Think of J.K. Rowling. She wrote Harry Potter. Broke and battered, not bailing when the odds sucked. You felt it. Someone promises big, but crumbles at the first snag. Want to see it clear? Next time life throws a curve like a tight deadline, watch. Do they dig in or duck out? Try this. Commit to a tough favor like helping a pal move in the heat, and stick it out. Feel that sturdy pride when you're done. Ask, do I step up when it's rough? Maybe you've skipped a hard task. Next time, tackle it, soak in the win. I've seen it. A buddy who braved a storm to fix my fence stayed in my circle. Another who flaked on a ride didn't. What's your tale? Share in the comments what challenge showed someone's true colors. Bottom line, tough spots don't lie, they spotlight integrity. Catch who stands tall, push yourself too, and you'll know who's real. All right, so challenges sift the solid from the shaky. What's the next sign to spot in the everyday grind? Let's swing to how you size up your own moves next. This video reminded me of something personal. Does it ring a bell for you too? Let me know in the comments. Ever wonder why you keep missing the truth about people, like you're squinting through fog? Here's the honest scoop. Looking at yourself clears the haze and lights up who's around you. Imagine this. You're at a park, chatting with a friend who's all charm, but they brush off a kid asking for help with a kite. It bugs you, a quiet itch of unease, but you shrug it off thinking, they're just busy. Later, that itch grows when they ditch your plans without a word, leaving you deflated like air leaking from a tire. Marcus Aurelius might tap your shoulder and say, turn the lens inward, that's where the clarity starts. Here's the twist that'll wake you up. You realize you've been ignoring your own slip-ups, like when you snapped at a slow clerk last week. Oof, that sting of guilt hits, but it's a spark too. Science says it's spot on. Studies show self-reflection cuts through the Dunning-Kruger blur. When you own your flaws, you spot others sharper. Think of Nelson Mandela. He reflected in prison, grew wise, and saw allies where others saw foes. You've been there, dismissing red flags because you dodge your own. Want to sharpen up? Next time someone rubs you wrong, pause, ask, what's this stirring in me? Jot it down. I feel small when they flake. Then flip it. How do you show up? Try this. Own a mistake, like forgetting a call, and apologize. Feel that lift when they nod back. I've felt it. I caught myself dodging a tough chat, faced it, and suddenly saw a pal's excuses clearer. What's your mirror showing? Drop it in the comments. Ever see someone new after seeing yourself? True. Reflecting isn't soft. It's your spotlight. Peek at your own cracks, fix one, and you'll see others like never before. So if sizing yourself up clears the view, what's the last piece that ties it all together? Let's crack open the everyday cue that seals the deal next. Ever feel like you're missing the real story behind someone's smile, like it's just out of reach? Here's the straight talk. Watching closely, not just coasting, hands you the keys to wisdom. Picture this. You're at a grocery store, in line behind a chatty guy who's joking with you, all easy vibes. You're grinning, soaking in the lightness, until the cashier fumbles a bag and he flips, muttering something sharp under his breath. That shift jolts you, a quick chill, like the air's gone stale. Marcus Aurelius might lean in and say, eyes open, catch what words miss. Here's the twist that'll grab you. You spot him later, all charm again, helping an old lady with her cart, like nothing happened. What's real? Science has your back. Studies say tuning into these everyday moments, like a glance or a tone, cuts past the Dunning-Kruger fog, where people overestimate their own shine. Think of Maya Angelou. She watched folks, saw through facades, and wrote truths that stick. You've been there, someone's perfect act, crumbling when you least expect it. Want to get wise? Next time you're with someone, don't just hear, see. Do they fidget when pressed or stay steady? Try this. At your next chat, notice their hands, their pause, then ask, you okay? And feel the truth hum. Ask yourself, am I really watching or just nodding along? Maybe you've glossed over a friend's rushed fine. Dig in next time. Feel the shift when they open up. I've seen it. I caught a pal's tight smile, pushed a little, and learned they were crumbling. Helped them, grew wiser. What's your watch list? Share in the comments. What did you spot that surprised you? Wisdom. Nugget. Observing's your superpower. Don't sleep on it. Look hard, ask once, and you'll unlock smarts you didn't know you had. Let's make this a conversation. What's your personal experience with this topic? Comment below. Life's taught you a lot, but here's the heart of it. People aren't what they seem. Masks slip, and truth hides in the small stuff. You've smiled through plenty, but now's the time to look closer. How they treat the waiter, keep a promise, or stand up when it's tough, shows their soul, not their shine. Kindness isn't just nice, it's their core peeking out. Consistency beats flash every time. Challenges, they've tested you and they test others. Watch who bends, who breaks. I've learned this late too, ignored a friend's cold streak, got burned, then saw my own haste in the mirror. Reflecting's no luxury, it's your lens. It sharpens who you trust. Observation's your quiet power. Those little cues, a sigh or a smirk, spill more than words ever will. For you, seasoned and wise, this isn't kids' play. It's a call to sift your circle. Drop the shallow, lean into the steady, say thanks to the clerk, keep your word, and spot who does. Life's too rich to waste on fakes. You've got the years. Now, claim the clarity.